Hello everyone, Ethersong here. In this video, I'm going to be giving an overview of the classes in Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. It should be noted that it is possible to change classes after character creation, so if you want to try something different after you started playing, you can freely do that. Anyway, let's take a look at the classes. First up is the Hunter. The Hunter is a class that uses guards and steps to slip by enemy attacks, and has a counter that can deal large amounts of damage. The Hunter's main weapon is the sword. In addition, the Hunter has class skills such as Photon Arts Avenge, a skill which raises Photon Arts power when taking damage while activating Photon Arts, and another skill called Massive Hunter, a skill which can nullify enemy knockbacks and reduce damage taken temporarily. Next up is the Fighter. The Fighter is a class that can use various actions depending on the situation and deal large amounts of damage. Fighter's weapon of choice are Knuckles. One characteristic of the Fighter is their ability to choose to switch to a new attack mid-Photon Art, or continue using it until the end. In addition, the Fighter has class skills such as Limit Break, which increases both damage dealt and taken. Continuing on, here we have the Ranger. The Ranger aims to down enemies from a distance using ranged attacks. Ranger's main weapon is the Assault Rifle. By applying the class skill Weak Bullet to an enemy, the Ranger is able to weaken the hit location, allowing all teammates to do increased damage. It is a skill that is effective against bosses and strong enemies. Next class is the Gunner. The Gunner is a class that excels at mobility in the air and can deal large amounts of damage both at close and mid-range. In the closed beta test, the Gunner was able to use both twin machine guns and assault rifles as weapons. Gunners have a class skill called Chain Trigger. While this skill is active, the Gunner can increase the chain by attacking, and then at the end use a charge Photon Art to deal large amounts of damage by activating something called a Chain Finish. Up next is the Force. They excel at magic attribute technique attacks. The Force use a rod as their main weapon. The Force has many class skills that assist in recovering Photon Points, or PP. Photon Points are needed in order to use Photon Arts and techniques. This class makes use of its abundant Photon Points to continually attack from afar. The last class is the Techer. It is a class skilled at aiding allies. The Techer's weapon is the Wand. It is a weapon that is able to attack both from a range and by hitting an enemy up close. In addition, when attacking, Techers can cause an explosion of the same attribute of the last charge technique they used beforehand. Their class skill, Shifter Deband, allows them and their surrounding allies to deal more damage while taking reduced damage. Techers also have an ability to parry enemy attacks and immediately move into their next action. In New Genesis, there is both a main class and a subclass. By choosing a subclass, players are able to use weapons from that subclass as well. In addition, it is possible to combine two different weapons into something called a multi-weapon. This allows multiple weapon attacks to be used from a single palette. Here we can see a Hunter using both a sword and an assault rifle. And here is a force mixing rod and knuckle attacks. This was an overview of the various classes in Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. I'm personally interested in the Force and Gunner classes, but with subclasses also being available, there are so many combinations I want to try out. Let me know what class and subclass you want to use in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, let me know. And as always, thanks for watching.